What's up, guys? Copy 7789 here. Um, just going to show you guys my updated Geargia Machina deck build. Um, if you saw my YCS Providence report, you'll see that I played this deck during day 2 when I entered a regional side event. I mean, there's really honestly not much else I can say about it. The deck's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go through, explain some choices, so on and so forth. Um, so yeah, I'll also probably point out a couple things that might change. I was actually going to put this video up on like Monday, but for those of you who don't know, I live on the East Coast. So we had the hurricane just go through, so I wasn't sure if I was going to lose power or not. So I figured just wait an extra day or two to get it up. But yeah, without further ado, here it is. I'm just going to go through most of the stuff pretty quick, like I said. I'll explain some choices here and there, and yeah. Alright. Okay. Of course, start with 3 Geargia armor. Yeah, there's not really much else I can say about armor. 3 accelerator. Yeah. I still only play 2 arsenal. I have not had a problem with 2 arsenal, 3 armor. Um, like I said, a lot of the times I would draw hands where I had arsenal and armor in hand. So I just felt like with 2 arsenal it wouldn't clump as much. And yeah, really about all I can say. I haven't had a problem yet with 2 arsenal. Triple gear frame, triple fortress, and double cannon. I still play double cannon just because obviously it's like a monster born for fortress. In my opinion, you want to keep fortress on board as much as possible. And cannon also, when you do the double fortress drops, it also allows you to help to get the big eye if you ever need to go into it. And it's just a really good card. Like, I don't mind drawing into cannon. So yeah. 2 Veilers. I like Veiler in the main. I probably am not going to change this unless I feel something better just kind of presents itself. And then finally 1 Gores. I think it's 19 monsters, I believe. Should be. Next, double duality. Only play 2, so, or you can only play 2. So, double lance. This card's really good. It helps protect my fortress drops and gear gigant drops, and it allows me to get over monsters that I normally wouldn't be able to get over. Obviously, other than Gores, you're not going to get over 2500 very much. And things like Light Pulsar could be a nuisance. So, yeah. Lance is just really good in my opinion. At least in the Machina version, I really enjoy Lance. I only main double MST. I still don't feel that 3 is necessary in the main deck. It's really about all I'm going to say. I do side the 3rd, obviously, which you'll see. You get to Staples, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. And then the final spell is 1 Pot of Avarice. Yeah. Onto the traps. Play the Brigade. Basically have to play the Brigade. Double Bottomless. This card's really good right now. Especially with Geargia is probably becoming more popular because of it winning Providence. And it's good against Dark World, which is a bad matchup. It's good against Chaos Dragons, which is also a bad matchup. I also play Double D Prison because of those 2 matchups. Dark Worlds, you get rid of their Grapha when they attack with it. Same with Light Pulsars and Darkness Metals in the Chaos Dragon matchup, because those are probably my 2 worst matchups, just because they constantly bring out big monsters and constantly put pressure on you. And this deck is a little more passive, a little bit more passive. So yeah. 2 Compulse, basically to deal with problem monsters and exceed monsters. Yeah, that's really all I can say about Compulse. I'm playing 2 Mirror Force. I was playing Torrentials instead of these. Um, but I just felt like Mirror Force was just really, really good. Like, um, I don't want to torrential my field because I don't want to lose the field presence that I already have. So I feel like protecting my monsters is more important. So far, Mirror Force has tested out pretty well. Um, I mean, yeah, I lose the accelerator play with torrential, but I don't really feel it's all that needed. Because most of the time they'll just attack into accelerator, or they'll use their own torrentials on it when I bring it out, and I'll just get my monster back anyway. So yeah, I've liked Mirror Force so far. I still got to do more testing with it, but Mirror Force has been decent. And then the final trap is Starlight Road, mainly just to protect my summons from torrential or Mirror Force. The extra deck, this is probably going to change a decent bit. Um, so yeah, I play Chimera Tech. Um, really not much I can say about Chimera Tech. I play Stardust and Scrap Dragon. Um, those are the only two synchros at the moment. Debating putting in a Catastor, just because of the Veilers, and Catastor is still a really, really good card right now. Um, I mean, this extra deck has so much room to play with. Like, there's really not much else I can say. One Maestro, probably not going to go more than one Maestro. I don't ever felt like I needed a second one. One Roach to stop big monsters, obviously against Agents and Chaos Dragons is pretty decent. One Kachi Kochi Dragon. I'm probably going to keep this guy in. He's nice to have late game OTKs with it. So yeah. One Papal Operative. Basically an extra deck staple anymore. It's a really good card, obviously. One Fairy King. I haven't really ever brought this thing out, but I just feel like it's necessary, and there are certain situations I'm sure where I could use it, where it'd be nice to just reduce the monster and be able to attack for game, so I don't have to worry about attacking into a Gores or anything like that either. So he's decent. I play two Gear Gigant X's. Um, I think that's pretty standard number right now. Most people don't play three. I don't plan on playing three. Two's plenty. Shockmaster. I play two Utopia, but one of these is probably going to come out for a Ray. I don't know where my Ray is. It's somewhere around here, but yeah. At the moment, it's two Utopias, but one will probably become a Ray. The Sigma. Never made this thing. Probably never will make it because I'll always make Shockmaster over this card. Um, this will probably become a Marrowgeist. Actually, this will probably become Catastor if I had to really, really think about it. Um, so, I mean, he's in here for now, just until I do decide to change up the extra deck. But yeah. And then the final card is Big Eye. You have to play this card. It is just an incredible card. It does. It steals big monsters. It's so good. And it's really easy to drop. Like, it's really, really easy to get Double Fortress on board. So, yeah, Big Eye's really good. Now onto the side deck. Double Cyber Dragon. Um, yeah, not much else I can say. Double Thunder King. I've thought about maining this card. Um, however, at the moment, I just feel it's decent enough in the side deck. Like, I've sided it in a decent amount, but I just don't feel like maining it at the moment is the right play or the right call to make. Double Max C, obviously for windups and for any deck that just relies on special summoning. Like, it's decent against Samurai. It's really good against Dragunity, because oddly enough, I am starting to see Dragunities pop back up a little more. So yeah, there's that. Two Soul Taker. It's just a good card. Third MST. Um, at the moment, I'm siding Mind Control. I like it for the mirror match. To be able to steal their armors, use its effect, and exceed with it, and just, I mean, that's such a good way to plus without even using your normal summon up most of the time. Because most of the time they'll set armor, you play mind control, search for an accelerator, special accelerator, overlay into X, search for a gear frame, and it's just too good. Um, I don't want to main it though, just because against really every other matchup, it's not all that great. Especially decks like Chaos Dragons and Dark World, I don't ever want to draw this card against them. Other than maybe against Chaos Dragons to steal a Raikou. But yeah. Um, so yeah. Two Shadow Mirrors for mainly for Dark Worlds, but it's nice if I do end up running into Inzectors. Mainly because Inzectors are not a good matchup for this deck. Like, if they get their Hornet going, it's pretty difficult for me to keep up, just because I have to set a decent amount with the deck. So, yeah. Two Shadows. And then the final three cards are Triple Goes in Match. I haven't really come into a matchup recently where I've been able to side this card in, but I just feel like I haven't really played Wind Up much lately. When I did play, I played against my friend who was playing him last weekend just to kind of play around because we were bored. Um, and we didn't side, so obviously if we would have sided, I would have been able to side this in against him. However, like I said, I really just it's almost you have to. It's almost a staple in the side deck. You basically have to play Goes and Match in here. So yeah, that's the deck profile, guys. I'm gonna try. I know I always say this. I'm gonna try and get some duel videos at locals. Um, I'm assuming I'm probably gonna end up going to locals this weekend. Um, yeah, I mean, I know I've mainly been doing deck profiles lately. I'm gonna try and get some other content up as well, like as far as like analysis on maybe some deck types, a look at the competitive scene, so on and so forth. I'm just kind of like brainstorming at the moment, trying to think of new ideas because I know just only showing deck profiles has got to get boring after a while. So yeah, again, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace out, YouTube.